started yet, and already y'all wilding out in the chat room. I gotta dispose the chat? Y'all want me to kill the chat? Yo, my man, give me your email so I can send it to you again. My bad. What is it? Just tell me. Still thought I said text it to me. Just tell me right now. Just tell me. Hold up. I already got it. See, that's all I needed was the first letter. It's already stored inside. Okay, I'm sending it to you right now. And you should have it. All right, family, I'm going to say peace and black power. I'm going to let y'all know right now. I'm not playing. I'm not in the mood for y'all silly shit. I'm not in the mood for y'all bullshit. And I'm going to tell you, if I see it, I'm going to just kill the chat and we just talk. If you want to stay and listen to the information, you can. If you want to participate in the chat room, you can do that. But we ain't for the bullshit, man. I'm telling you, don't mess it up for everybody else. Just had me a nice fish dinner. I'm not playing, man. For real. Let me ask y'all something too. How come every time I really expose a Negro, y'all still turn around and give him another break? And for example, I exposed this Negro yesterday. He was talking all this stuff about me on his page. When he seen me in the chat room on his page, he was so happy. Even if I was insulting him, he was just happy for me to be in his chat room. You should see it. Watch, I got a video coming up. And I know I promised y'all that I'm gonna leave the dumb shit alone. I promise you, family, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna bother the Negro no more, but I gotta put this video up so y'all can see. All right, family, without any further ado, I want to introduce to y'all a young brother by the name of Prince York. The brother's a powerful soldier. He looked just like his father. Real talk. The brother got good information. I enjoyed our discussion we had yesterday with me, you, and Brother Pharaoh. So I want to say peace and black power to my brother Prince York. What's happening, my brother?
You know, you said you enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it that much because I didn't get much talking. And, you know, since the brother, young Pharaoh, is one of our youth, you know, I kind of let him build and let him expound. But most of the things he was talking about, I never mentioned. I never said. Never have I ever said that he got his information from Dr. York. Now, me personally, I would say Dr. York's a credible, wouldn't you say that? A very credible reference. But I never said that. Nor did I ever use a Rosetta Stone. He tried to belittle, sound tough. You know, he wanted to sound tough and wanted to sound smart. So I said, you know what, Prince, you can keep arguing with him or you just let him make it. So I said, let him survive. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got records like this, you see that right there, of ancient wu-nuwaupu language, then, you know, you let the facts do the talking for you. The facts, let the facts talk. You know what I'm saying? People say, what? That ain't the language. That's the Emerald Tablets right there.
Let me ask you a question, brother. Do you think or feel that young Pharaoh is somewhat plagiarizing your father's works, even though you heard him say he never heard of Dr. York or never read any of Dr. York's books?
Well, this is how I feel personally about that. You know, young Pharaoh's a young brother. I wouldn't say plagiarize. I'm not going to do nobody like that because we're teachers. You're scholars. So you're supposed to be studying these different teachers and getting levels of information. My only issue is the fact that you call yourself a scholar, but then you claim that you never heard of Dr. York. Like, we're going to be pet. If you're supposed to be leading the black community, then you should know everybody who did before. You should be knowing these different leaders. You should know everything they did so they can help set your goals for the future. This Marcus Garvey gave us a flag. Noble Drew Ali showed us we could have our own nation. Honorable Elijah Muhammad showed us our strength. Khalid Muhammad said we could be an army. Everybody put these are different pieces of a government. People are not looking at that. These are different departments in a government. So what did Dr. York do? Dr. York got us the land. Us the land and the people put it all together. So I'm not trying to hear that you ain't, you know what I'm saying? I never heard of him. Okay, cool. Whatever you say. Everybody is saying, not me, I never said, I don't really care. But everybody's saying that he gets his information from Dr. York. As I'm listening to what he's saying yesterday about the Anunnaki and the Sumerians, that's information my father taught, but I'm not going to copyright it because it's on the walls of Samaria. Some of it, most of the stuff he said, but you have to listen to people. That's why most times you watch the video, I got kind of quiet, I sit back like this, because as I listen to him, everything he said started with allegedly, not confirmed. So I was like, well, you're talking from allegedly, but there ain't no argument. If you keep saying allegedly, or I think, or maybe, kinda, somehow, then there's nothing for me to say, then I might as well shut up. But when you're ready to say it is, go ahead.
Because of our genetic makeup, some people say, man, this nigga think he his father. Because of the way you move, because of the way you talk, because of the way, people don't understand how powerful the genes are, the genetic is. I wouldn't say you think you your father. It's just the genetics. Come on, man. How many times, family out there, you see sons and you see he smiled just like his father, or he walked just like his father, or he move his head just like his father. So it ain't that you trying to act like you are your father. It's just how deep your genetics go. That's all. What do you say about that when people say it's the DNA, right? What do you think when people say, well, damn, he think he his father. He trying to be like his daddy. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with trying to be like your daddy? If that's, hold on. If that's your hero, what's wrong with, like, for example, if my son say, yo, my daddy is my hero. I want to be like my father. What's wrong with that? So what's wrong with that, my brother, when people say, this nigga here think like he think he his father, or he think he Dr. York? Talk about that.
Me personally, I look at that as more validation of how great my father is. Because the fact that if my father's really a child molester, my father's really a cult leader, my father's really all these things, then why is his name still in your mouth? Let him get old and die in jail. If that's what it is, why are you still talking about it? Why are you worried about his son? Oh, that's another one of them pseudo teachers. Another one, you know, it's pseudo until you look it up. So I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I look like my father because I look like I'm his son. I got 33 and 1/3 of my father inside of me. And it screams loud. His genetics is loud inside of me. And besides that, my mother and my father's mother are from the same Native American tribe. So that makes my genetics more strong. That's why some people say, well, he looked like his father more than some of his other brothers and sisters. Maybe. And in some cases, no. I know some of my brothers and sisters that look way more like my father than me. But I'm not sitting here trying to be my father. I'm sitting here trying to be as best as I can be. But guess what? This is a royal family. So guess what? I do sit in my father's shoes. Guess what? I am sitting in that place. I am trying to hold up this flag and hold up our last stand as a wu-nuwaupu nation. I am trying to unify all black nations together, just as my father. I do want to meet Farrakhan. I would love to meet him. I do want to meet these different people. This is what we want to do. I'm trying to bring everybody together. Let's do this. We can argue later. That's how I think. And that's how my father's format was.
Are the Nuwaupians a race?
Is the Nuwaupians a race? Nuwaupians is a nationality. But what people don't understand, like the brother young Pharaoh yesterday, what he didn't understand is he was saying Nuwaupu, Nuwaupu, Nuwaupu. In ancient times, the Nuwaupians was known as the pygmies or the Pataites, and I explained that to him before. But he likes to scream and overtalk you. That's why I said, I don't know why you bring kids on here, because if you're going to scream and overtalk me, then how are you going to speak on something that you don't know? So now you misguiding people by saying, well, the Nuwaupians are this. Well, Nuwaupians never said that. So can you listen to me so I can tell you what Nuwaupians said? And then you can counter me and say, and prove me wrong. But Nuwaupians, we're the Pataites or the pygmies. Those are the names that you know about, since, you know, young Pharaoh loves the Caucasian. He loves the Caucasian so much, he's always looking for the Caucasian validity, the Caucasian stamp and approval. At the same time, while he was looking for their stamp of approval, then he was discrediting the stamp of approval. So what you do in a situation like that is you say, you know what, brother, you're right, let's follow you. Like ASAP.
Okay, brother. Let me ask you.
I said, what you tell them? Look, brother, you're right. So what should we be doing? Because you're admitting the existence of extraterrestrials. But you're proving that the authenticity of Medu Neter is false, which has nothing to do with wu-nuwaupu, because we don't speak Medu Neter, nor is wu-nuwaupu a dialect of Medu Neter. So what was he trying to tell me? That made no sense. Nothing he was saying to me yesterday made any sense. So what I started to do, I got to start to get quiet, because I said, you know what, brother, bang on you. I'm gonna let Huika go in and tack you up, because if I tack you up, you don't even speak Medu Neter. And if you try to tell me you speak Medu Neter, tell me how you say a word with no vowels. Go ahead. Try it. Go ahead. Yo, Sadetta, say netter with no e's. Go ahead.
Nature.
Yo, nature. What? Come on. You don't make no sense.
Let me ask you, brother. How long?
My credibility.
If you know, according to your understanding, how long have humans? How long has human beings been on the planet?
The source to the source. Where's this all coming from? You know, I think brothers get a little beside themselves sometimes when they
Did you hear me?
Really go on and good.
Sanetta, can you hear us?
I hear you loud and clear. How long has human beings? How long has human beings been on the planet? Hello? Okay, now you out. Shout out to my motherfucking man, Haven Bullets in the building. All right, yo, let me ask you, my brother. How long has human beings been on the planet? How old is human beings on the planet? How old?
You asking me?
Yes, sir.
That's a difficult question, because what you have to look at is there's so many different types of human beings. What is a classification of a human being? Because you have what you call a prototype. Is this look that we have, the 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 ears, 2 eyes, stand up on your 2 feet, that look. But then there's so many different classifications. Like you have, like how the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was saying in the Nation Islam teachings, that you have man and then you have mankind. But you have so many different durations that came in different time periods, and the genetics of that speaks for itself. So if you want to go into the oldest, then you can be pushing in the millions and millions and millions of years. Record of that. But for the people who want to limit themselves to just Nile Valley science, or to limit themselves to just Kushite science, then you could talk 10,000 years. Then you could talk 50,000 years, 75,000 years. But if you want to expand your knowledge, and you say, okay, well, you admit that the Mayans speak of extraterrestrials coming down, all these different people start talking about extraterrestrials, then you would have to acknowledge millions of years, because they even go into the hominins, different breeds of Anthropocene all over the world that was exist at the same time. Like they have an island in Indonesia where hobbits were found, dating that was living, and their brain was almost the same size as human brain. They had tools, they had intellect, and they were living at the same time as modern day people, at the same time as, you know what I'm saying? And then they have these big rocks that was found out in text of depictions of dinosaurs. Well, the dinosaurs went 5 million years ago, then how did people know what they look like without digging them up? And they have no bones found of them, of the people having dinosaur bones. They have depictions of people riding dinosaurs in the Native American culture. They have it written on rocks. It's an actual fact. Different races of dinosaurs, not a guessing game, a real live dinosaur. Just I'm gonna try to pull it up so the people can see. But keep going, Sinetta. I'm gonna show y'all that.
Okay, well now let me ask you, how old is the Earth? How old is the Earth?
Well, scientists are saying the Earth is around 3 billion years old. It's on here somewhere. It's somewhere closer to the bottom. Scientists are saying that no, not that low. Earth goes around almost, I think it was 3.6 billion years old. Well, you gotta look. You really have to, when you studying that, you really have to study that, because so many different people are saying so many different things. Everybody is saying, some people are saying the Earth is flat. So it's so many other arguments. But here's the picture I want to show you, that the Native Americans, you see that sign? Hold on.
Yeah.
That's the Native Americans riding a dinosaur. right? This is from live from my Instagram. This is them riding an actual dinosaur. You know what I'm saying? So playing that. That's dating people. That's matching people to go back 65 million years. You know what I'm saying?
How old is the universe?
That I'm gonna be real with you. Me personally, I don't have the level. I don't have the level of information yet given to me personally because I'm not the best teacher in the world. But my father has written books on that. But me personally, I don't personally know at this point. What I can do is I can I'll build on it. I'll ask some of my brothers, my elder brothers that have more knowledge than I do, that study longer than me, and then I can get back to you on that answer for whoever is asking that question. Okay. The universe. Now I can tell you what scientists are saying. Now what scientists are saying, they're saying 14, almost 15 billion years old. That's what science is saying. What my father is saying, I don't have that build on me.
Okay, brother.
You know, you gotta be. Sometimes you have to. This is for the young brothers out there that's listening. Sometimes you have to be humble enough to say, "I don't know." If you don't know, never try to moose, which means to try to make up something on your own. Never try to go all out the way, trying to sound heavy, man. Sometimes, if you don't know the answer, say, "Look, man, I don't know, man." But I'll tell you what, I will know. I'll tell you next time I be on side net, I'll answer that question. But I'm not gonna sit here and try to act like I'm God Almighty, like I know all things, because I don't. I'm a scholar just like you guys are scholars. But when it comes to the age of the universe, scientists are saying that it's somewhere between 4.8 and 4.9 billion years old. But I have to see exactly what my father's build is on that. So I'll get back to you on that question.
Okay. Dr. York. Dr. York has changed up his teachings many times. At one time, he was a Muslim. Another time, he was a Hebrew Israelite or whatever. Hebrew they go by. Now he coming up under wu-nuwaupu. Who's to say that if he would have still been out here in the free world, that he would not have never changed his teachings again? You see? So how can we say Dr. York had the correct information when he is known for changing up several times? At one time, he was a Muslim. Another time, hold on. Another time he came out and he was talking about Hebrew stuff and he was Hebrew. Another time now we're talking about he's Nuwaupian. So, I mean, who's to say he was never going to change again?
Well, what you have to always say is that the Nuwaupian doctrine is it deals with all aspects of all cultures. The Pataites was during the time era where all the land masses was together as one, which the Caucasian race tries to refer to as Pangea. And during in this period, you have so many different groups of people that occupied this land. We as Nuwaupians, we are the Pataites. So this is dealing with millions and millions of years ago. And with that information, my father has always had that information. My father's first book was when he was 15 years old, when he dropped the Mathematics of the Mind at 15 years old. And that wasn't religious doctrine. That was what we're teaching now. I have a picture of my father in the Ansar days, during the time of Islam, with an ankh on his crown as a Muslim. So our doctrine has always stayed consistent. The only thing that changed was an appearance and the book that we held, because we had to walk these different schools to bring people to the right state of mind, the right state, the right information. If I got to give you the Quran because you're a Muslim, or I got to at least hold it in my hand while I tell you about Egypt just so you can listen to me. Like right now, religious people don't want to hear everything about Egypt. They're not trying to hear that. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to hear nothing about no Egypt. But guess what? What you have to, at that time, because at that time, it was no conscious community at all. So what you have to do is you said, okay, if I know this, but they don't. Remember, there wasn't no computers for the people to say, Dr. York did research in the 50s. Tell me how. Tell me how. He had that many encyclopedias? No, Dr. York was traveling across the world. How did Dr. York translate some of these languages? Because if you see my father's face, he has scars right here. He has tribal scars. He done been to different tribes. He has scars all over his tribal scars all over his body, where he has been through to different tribes and met with the people who know the original languages, who can translate it, not the Caucasian, not the European. That's his references, real life people. And you say, well, I can challenge that. Go ahead and challenge it. His Arabic was correct. Check this out. This is my father. As a Muslim, see that Ankh on his crown? And so do Lord days. I'm bodying all of that.
And besides that too, I mean, anything that's alive is always changing and growing. If it's not continuously progressing and moving forward with information, whatever it is dead. Just like the Bible. The Bible hasn't changed since it's been written. Anybody who's rewritten the Bible has plagiarized and added their own spin and twist to it. But the original story, the Old Testament, has not changed. It's now.
And these are books we're studying books that are dead, but we're alive. What sense does that make? The book of life opens every day when you open your eyes. That's your book right there. That's the book that you should be reading, your life, so you can discover and find out who you are, what your purpose is, and where your future is going. Everybody wants to argue, but no one wants to talk about what we're doing. So, young Pharaoh, my number one question, how does your science liberate us? And don't say it was liberation of the mind, because we got to save the ignorant man too. That's our brother, right? If your brother is autistic, you gonna leave him at home when the flood coming? You gonna leave him at home when it's an earthquake, or you gonna pick him up and carry him home? So we gotta liberate him too.
Right.
Because I can show you. I can show you what wu-nuwaupians do.
All right, let me ask you this.
That's pyramid. We're building cities for you.
Let me ask you this. First, let me say this, because a lot of people always worrying about what someone else is eating and what someone else is drinking. You can eat what the hell you want to eat. Whatever somebody else eat don't make you shit. Stop being in somebody's business all the goddamn time. Be a fucking man or a woman and worry about what your mother is eating, what your father is eating, what your brother is eating. Stop the homo faggot shit. Worry about yourself like you give a fuck about somebody else. I can eat what the hell I want. Then y'all can eat what y'all want. Stop worrying about every goddamn body. Damn, niggas. Y'all niggas kill me with this shit. But hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me ask you now. How do you feel, Brother Prince, when you hear people going in about your father? It's like they erase everything that he taught. They don't want to hear no more of his science. All they talk about is Dr. York a pedophile, Dr. York a molester, Dr. York this. But it's like they deleted all the information for countless years.
What they did,
years of information. How do that make you feel, brother?
It's the real thick ones. That, with me, it really makes me upset. That's what it does. It bothers me and it makes me upset, but I can't stay on it too long because I said these people are lost. They forgot who the devil is. The white man is the devil every other day. You see this stack my brother just got? Look how big these books are. These is years and years of information. These are 400, 500, 600 page books. It's a 2,000 page book on just information just to liberate you. What are you talking about? This is your holy scriptures. Everything from the Bible to Torah, and in the message to the black man that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote, and he talked about a book coming that only Allah has seen. This is the Sumerian Bible, the Holy Tablets. That's what he was referring to. This is the book that no one has seen. This answers all the questions from the Quran. Every single prophet that has been spoken of is in that book. But that's an old book now, because we're not in religion no more. We opened the Quran in 1970 and closed the Holy Tablets in the year 2000. Now we're in the hereafter, or the sun cycle, the solar cycle. And now we have to get ourselves in the right state of mind. People are sitting here trying to make Dr. York the bad guy. And to all my conscious brothers and sisters, York could dislike Dr. York. When you see someone who dedicates their entire YouTube channel, their entire Facebook, entire Twitter, all of this to tearing this man down, who wrote books, real books, then you know that is the virus or the plague in our community. That is the reason why me and Sinetta right now are speaking from New York and not speaking from our own land. Ain't that the reason why we are where we are? Because every time a leader come up, you attack him until he dead. So my question is, if he's a cult leader And he's a coach. What else is he? He's a cheerleader. He's a child molester. He's a brainwashing people. You need your brainwash. Listen to the word, brainwash. You need to get your mind cleansed. What you talking about? Brainwash. This is what you need. This is Egyptology. This is factology. But most importantly, this is supreme science. This is ontology. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, it bothers me. But as a son, what am I supposed to do? I'm going to go punch somebody in the head? No, because then I'm completing the cycle. So what I have to do is I have to lead by, my bad, put my hand in your face. I have to lead by example. So what I say, I told my brother, as my brother's over here, he's kicking it. I say, you know what? Hop on this video with me. You know what I'm saying? Come show them that this is our culture.
And what I'll say is, I mean, y'all repeating the cycle no matter what it is. Because, I mean, take it from Huey P. Newton. You know what I'm saying? It was brothers who was against him. It was people his own people trying to stop the movement he started in the community over a traffic light, over a little kid getting hit in the middle of the street. They needed something to be done, and he took action. And what did they do? They tried to stop him. But why? Because why? Because he was different. He was making a change. He was doing something that everybody said they were talking about doing, and he moved forward with it. And no one liked the way he did it. But you can't complain. You just started to write these books. You didn't move forward to liberate your people. So who are you to really say what should be said? If this is right, this is wrong, it doesn't matter. If you didn't start it, if you didn't make a move to change, you gotta.
Nah, what they are is they're what they call YouTube. They're YouTubers. These guys are YouTubers, and I'm not going to attack your debate side of it because I'm giving you love. So they're YouTubers and they're discussion junkies, and they're getting paid sevens of hundreds of dollars, $1,000 for booking fees. And these guys are pocketing and doing this and putting the money in their own pockets, and they're not helping you. They're talking about you. They're talking about society. Listen to what listen to me. Listen what these people are really saying. Are these people saying anything profound? Really listen. Did he say anything that's gonna pay my rent? No. Did he say anything that's gonna keep my son from getting killed? No. You whether he would want to sit here and talk about Nibiru is Nebat. When the word is the word is a Sumerian word which comes from Arabic, Nabara. That's what he want to argue about. But guess what? He promotes his event. I'm coming down to DC. I'm coming down to Atlanta. Come support me. Pay my $10, $20, $30, $50 to come listen to me speak. But when you leave, you still going to the same project. You still sitting on the same white man's stoop. And you say, well, Prince York, you talking about it right now. My track record speaks for itself. I'm putting in the works. Trust and believe me, family. I'm putting in the works. I'm making sure that 5 years from now, me and Cy Netta is filming live on our land. We filming live in front of our pyramids. You know what I'm saying? We filming live for what we did. You want to claim Kemetic science, but where your pyramid at? Your ancestors accomplished. If those are really your ancestors, then show me what you can accomplish. I ain't trying to see no copper and no crystals. I'm trying to see a city, a nation, a real nation. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I salute my Moorish brothers. Despite whatever anybody has to say about their doctrine, I salute them. And the reason why I salute them is because they're trying to focus on getting a nation. Despite Islam, despite the debate, despite the words, all of that, they're trying to get a nation. Get on board. Y'all don't believe in religious texts? Don't. But you know the story of Noah, and Noah had an ark. People want to say, everybody wants to say this. Everybody wants to say, if I say I'm a fireman, you have 100 people on YouTube that says Prince York is a liar, Prince York is not a fireman, until the fire starts. Then you looking for the nigga who said he's a fireman. You have a UFO sitting in your front yard. Then you looking for the man from Planet Risk. Then you got the question. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you, brother. Do people personally attack you? Not physically. I'm talking about like verbally. Do they verbally attack you because of your father's quote unquote actions? Do they attack you too, brother, when you step up?
They I haven't had any in person. I haven't since my tours and different stuff like that. No one has attacked me in person. Which I hope they don't, because that's pointless. What are you doing? Calm down. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. What are we doing here? No one has attacked me in person, but via social media, I've been blasted. But I always tell them, some people say, like, you know, my mother might hit me. My mother be like, yo, why are you sitting there explaining stuff to these people? We already got a nation. You know what we doing. I'm calling people telling me, they're saying, your father's not a Liberian diplomat, da, 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 da. Meanwhile, I'm calling my mother in Liberia. I'm like, people say your father not from Sudan. Meanwhile, my brother in Sudan calling me, talking about alhamdulillah, trying to make me a Muslim. So I love my brother. I love you, Muhammad, but I ain't rocking with that. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, with me, it's like, why is I wasting my time having this conversation? You're telling me who my family is. You're saying your father is not a part of my thing. Okay. But I know my mom got a photo album with the Prime Minister of Sudan. With my father with pictures with letters and like, so am I gonna sit here and argue with you? No, that's why all the people who put up all them videos, I say, skirt, liberate my people. Who wants to get liberated? Who wants information? You ain't gotta wear this crown. Trust and believe. You don't have to wear this symbol. You don't have to bow to me. You know all you have to do? You get with me. Wear your Moorish crown. Wear your Hebrew Israelite, your Hebrew Israelite garb. Wear your different. I don't care no more. Because it's past that. We gotta get together, and we gotta get together now. The state of being that this country is in, who you think gonna die first if a war break out on our soil? Martial law gonna go enact. They're gonna say the black people of America were soldiers with the Russians, with North Korea, with China. They gonna have a reason to kill us. They already killing us. They've been killing us. Ain't nothing changed. Say that young Pharaoh could say, that Polite could say, that can keep a bullet from going in your chest. Ask yourself that, because I know I ain't walking bulletproof. I'm not. And guess what? And even when you get a bulletproof vest, you still get hit. You better hope he ain't like in Dallas, because they headshot.
Let me ask you, brother. Are human beings mixed with extraterrestrials?
Some are. You have what you have is all right, let me explain it. So what you some human beings are mixed with extraterrestrials based on the creation of, when you get into the different forms of creation of man. But what you have to remember, it was never one. Everybody wants to get religious and say, if there is an extraterrestrial race, there's one extraterrestrial race that created one race of people, and from this one race of people, everybody else came. That's not how this works. That's not how. You cannot account for 7 billion people. You cannot account and answer to everybody who's been abducted, everybody, you know what I'm saying? And then these people validate their arguments with CIA agents. Now, how that sound to me? How that sound to you? People validate their argument with CIA. I got CIA agents in my phone. I'm like, oh, really? Wow. So you liberating us, right? That means you are a part of the virus in the community. You are the problem. I'm focused on society. This bill I'm giving is about society and these issues with it. Because if we don't get a grip, black community, I don't care what you wearing, Captain Tazoriai. I don't care what language you speak, Grand Sheik. I don't care if you wu-nuwaupu in a new covenant, Brother Polite. If we don't get together as a people, as one nation, unified, we not gonna get nothing. Stop waiting on the 40 acres and a mule, because there's too many of us to get 40 acres. And a mule is genetically bred. You ain't getting no 40 acres and a mule, and you're not getting a money equivalent. It's time to pack up and go. But we gotta get together first. We gotta utilize these. Your mother call you by your first name and embarrass you. That's how my mother get on the phone. I'm a newbie with osmosis. I'm like, yes. Prince of the nation and all. And I'm like, yes. Same thing with my father. When my grandmother would come down to the land and she say Malachi, he's like, yes. Because that is your mother, your goddess, whatever you want to call her. She's your prophet, because she prophesied that you would graduate from high school, and you did. Get it? You know what I'm saying? We are a nation. It's nation time, now or never, because they're not playing. A nuclear warfare will start. It will no longer be a United States of America soon. This is not a joke. This is not Armageddon. This is real. I'm not trying to give you no scare tactic, because if you think I'm trying to give you a scare tactic, that means you don't want to leave anyway. I don't. You want to be here, Sarnetta, or you want to pack up your wife and your kids and you want to bounce?
I want to get the hell out of here.
I want to shoot Sarnetta TV. I want to shoot Sarnetta TV live from Africa. Live from wherever we choose to go, in front of not the old pyramids, because y'all saying Khufu built this or this one built that. Forget that. What did you build? That's my great grandfather. But guess what? I can say I helped build a pyramid. Can you say that?
But hold on, my brother. When you say go back, some people say, brother, listen, we've been here before the Europeans. We migrated all over the world. We was even in Europe before the Europeans. So when you say you need to go back, What do you say to the people that say, go back where? I've been living here all my life. I built this. My father, my mother, we built America. What do you say to that, brother? Because is that a realistic goal, trying to get our people to go back to Africa? Everybody didn't come from Africa. Some of us came over here. What do you say to that?
Realistically, everyone's not going to be able to make that move. Not everybody is physically fit, not everybody's mentally fit or spiritually fit. But the difference is the people who have already decided they're not going to be able to make it, they're accepting what they were taught. They're accepting what they are now, but not who they truly are. And if you want to accept who you truly are, you have to move into the space that you were created in. If you want to know your true roots, you want to know your true history, you have to go to your source. That's like an adopted child. When they get adopted, they have to seek out their biological parents, if possible, to learn about themselves. They have to go close to the source. So if they're not going to be able to make it, they're just not going to be able to make it. But
this is shout out to my brother Doggy Diamond in the building. Black Powerful, shout out to my brother. Go ahead.
This is definitely not, you know what I'm saying, the call to unity, man. This is, everybody's not gonna make it, sign that. That's the ultimate reality. And sometimes when I think about that, I say, well, maybe that's what they meant when they said 144,000. Not saying I'm validating that. I'm saying maybe that's what they meant when they said fewer, all are called, but few are chosen. So all 44 million or however many of us it is, and I said, we all not gonna make it, sign that. But guess what? I'm gonna be there. And if you're watching this, I hope you're going to be there, because I would love to see you grow. I would love to see your kids grow. I would love to see us get old and say, and because I remember that elders, there was elders, my grandfather was one of them, who transitioned in the era of when we had our land. And when he transitioned, I remember seeing his smile in his face, saying he witnessed, because my grandfather started off, my mother's father started off in the Nation of Islam. That's what he started. He was FOI, for Muhammad. That was my grandfather. And my grandfather became an Ansar, went through that school, and he died with cancer, and he could die with a smile on his face, saying that's all he wanted to see. Like some people say, all I wanted to see, some of our grandmothers say, all I wanted to see was the first black president. And you see the smile on their face when Obama got elected. A amount of disappointment on their face now. Because I mean, how long is the president? I mean, you're only gonna be in there 4 to 8 years, and then we gonna go back to the same old. We got two cheeks on the same ass. Which one you want, right or left? That's what it is.
Do you think religion is a part of the problem? Do you think religion is separating us? Do you think religion is holding us back? If so, why?
I feel that religion is keeping us from coming together. That's what I feel. I wouldn't say it's holding us back, but I'll say it's keeping us from coming together. Because of me, when I came up through the different schools of thought, and I walked with my father the entire journey. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't an Ansar, but I was born, the era I was born, we was going to the Hebrew school, and we moved forward. And through that, I got to be able to see what it was like to be a Hebrew. What it was like to, going through those different sciences, and it was powerful, going through all the way to get to where I am now. So with the level of information I know now, when I see a Hebrew brother, I'm not looking like, look at this guy. I'm looking like I knew that too. I was there too. But but he's looking at me, and he's not looking at me as his brother. At me as her brother. This one ain't looking at me as their brother. They're looking at me as something different. So what you have to do is, your religion, I'm not gonna sit there and keep beating people over the head and try to, if that's what you want, tell you to take away what you want. If that's what you want, if you love your Quran, fine, but don't let it get in my way, because I'm gonna move you out my way. You better jump on this boat with your Quran with you. Period. Whatever it is, if your religion or your creed or your tradition is keeping you from moving as one, then there's a problem. Don't blame the religion, blame your mind for believing in something that was never created by your people. And if you say it was, okay, fine, have it. But guess what? If it's really about your people, then move with your people. Let's go. I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. And if people say, why are you so hype on this video? Because I'm sitting here and I've been studying all day, and I'm just reading through all the deaths. We've been focusing on 2010 to now. I've been reading from 1998, just wrong killings, to now. And I'm just tired of it. Growing up in the era of the 40s and the 50s, when they had Jim Crow, and they're lynching us, and they're still lynching us. Them became a silver bullet. How long are we gonna keep taking it? How many rallies are we gonna do? How many marches? How many times we gonna run down 125th holding a red, black, and green flag, but won't put it up on our own land? We can't continue to keep doing that together. If your religion is holding you back, then something is wrong. If your religion tells you to hate your brother, then, and don't say me, your biological brother. Their brother's Christian and they're Muslim. Some people, they may be wu-nuwaupu and their mother's a Christian. Some people, and they ain't talked to their family in years. My wife was born wu-nuwaupu. I built her to where she is today. I educated her to get her here today. Both of them, actually. And guess what? Her family think I'm the devil. Her family think we're crazy. And I ain't even teach them. As soon as they met me, they was like, "Yeah, how you doing?" And I was like, "How you doing? Let's get out of here. I ain't got time for it." They wanna argue her. They wanna make her look like she's, something that's, and they disrespect you. And I'm like, if that's what your religion is doing, then how can that truly be the answer? How can that truly be the answer? How can that be the key to us and our salvation when tell you to love your neighbor? And nobody said your neighbor had to be Christian. Nobody said your neighbor had to be Hebrew. Nobody said your neighbor had to be Muslim, because if that's how you feel, then go to Israel, where your neighbor was like.
You said something to me the other day, the last time we met up face to face.
Where there's a melting pot, melting us together. That's everybody, and us trying to grab out of here. So if that's
hello? You hear me?
It's not right. And you need the
come on, brother. I'm trying to talk to you.
As long as you're moving in unity, let's go.
Me, you don't hear me. You hear me, brother? Prince. Yeah, he don't hear me. He dropped. I knew it. Come on back in, Prince. Let's go. Because this joint is getting hot right here. Prince, you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you this, brother. The last time me and you met up, we was in Central Park. You said something to me that was powerful. I learned, and that was deep.
Wait. Sanetta. Let me clear this up for you real quick. I'm gonna let you finish. The video of me that was in Central Park. Please, family, stop attacking my brother Sanetta. He did not hit me hard. He didn't sneak me. He didn't catch me slipping and delete it. I personally asked him to delete that video. I personally did. For my own personal reasons. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know one of the reasons, what happened was I don't like mistakes. I try to do as best as I can. And the people out here, some of these people are demons, and they will try to discredit you with anything you said. So I said, Sanetta, there were certain things I said, like when I said it was 24,000 chromosomes. It's a lot of information, fam. It's a lot of studying. And I meant to say it was 24,000 genomes and some other things as well. So when those, I said, you know what, Sanetta, take it down before they attack me and they kill me for it. Let's just redo it. So Sanetta did not, and he was like, come on, Prince. Leave it, Prince. You good, Prince. And I was like, no, we got to do it right, or the people can't get it right. So so we had to give y'all the right information. So I had to clear that up.
That's good. So at that meeting we had, brother, you said something that was very profound that I have never heard a Hebrew Israelite. And I noticed that you know that Bible very well. Brother, you said, and not only did you say it, you proved it. And I want you to prove it to the people here. They always talking about they hate Africans and hate African people. Brother, in the Bible, you showed the people where the Kemetic people are the chosen people of God. Of course, they didn't say Kemetic. They said the Egyptians are the chosen people of God. Can you clear that up, brother? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about, Sanetta, but that was one of the things in the video that I shouldn't have said, not because of the religion. I know what you're going to say, Sanetta. You're going to say, but the people are getting poisoned. Well, man, I realized that sometimes the poison in the community, in our opinion, may be the medicine to somebody else. Somebody somewhere was a killer, a drug dealer, or a robber, and the Hebrew Israelite ISUPK was the only thing that saved their life, and they not letting it go for nothing. I got an older brother who went through a lot of different things in his own life, right? And he know all the transitions we done been through. He doesn't know how we got from Ansar all the way here to where we are now today as Nuwaupians in this level of supreme science. But at the end of the day, he still wear his Ansar ring with the David Star and the crescent. He still wears it because he said, this saved my life. And I can't argue with that. I said, well,
hold on, Prince. I'm not letting you off the hook, brother. I'm not going to let you get away with that. Are you telling me that that's not true, that that's not in the Bible, that the Egyptians are the chosen people of God? Are you saying that, brother?
That's not what I am saying. I challenge you.
Hold on, stop again. Is it true that the Egyptians are the chosen people of God? I want to know what chapter and what verse it is. Because if you don't want to give it to me, I'm going to go back to the video and listen to that verse again. And then I'm gonna say, brother, why you ain't giving that to the people? So come on, brother, you guys give it up.
The video was made for the purpose of giving it to the people. But what happened is my father spoke to me, and my father said, stop what you're doing. We're not doing that anymore. We're not arguing anymore. Anybody who wants to know anything about the Bible, hold on, I'm about to give it to you. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm
asking you about some information. Are you telling me now that your father don't want you to be truthful with the people and give them the proper information? Come on, man. Is this some Masonic shit that you holding back, that you don't want to give the people? Talk to me.
All right, check it out. It's not that my father is holding back truth from the people. It's the fact that in the day and age, we don't have the time to argue no more. We can argue somewhere. I don't have the time.
No. I can't buy that. I can't go for that. Because if you standing here and you talking right now.
I'm going to answer it, though. I'm going to answer it.
All right.
We say what we're supposed to be doing. I just want you to know that. Anybody who wants to know the origin of the Hebrew Israelites, between the arguments between the Hebrews and the Egyptians, I challenge y'all all to go into the Bible and study the Bible as much as we have as Nuwaupians. And if you do that, everything you want will be revealed. Hebrew Israelites, I love you. I'm not trying to fight. I'm running from the fight because I want you to run with me to liberation. I don't have time for this. So if you want the books, you got to read the Bible and study it. I didn't write this, you know what I'm saying? So look it up. It's in there. I promise you. But I'm not doing that because we out of time. It's too late. We did that. I did that in the 80s. When the 360, I'm about to grab it, but it's too far. The 360, I'm lazy. The 360, like right here, for example. Here, you want the source? Look, Jesus found in Egypt. A Dr. Malachi original. So a lot of people know this book. He's breaking down everybody in the Bible and all the history. Go to this, but this has a date on it. That time is up. Not saying the book is outdated. I'm saying that we gotta liberate. So if this is keeping you from being my brother, I'm gonna have to put this down so we can go. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna have to put this in a box. Look at the books. Hold on.
Brother,
look at the book.
What you just did. Hold on. What you just did. Hold on, brother. Hold on. What you are doing?
Read the book. A book is shaped like a box. Don't allow yourself to be
brother, I don't want to put you on mute. I don't want to put you on mute. I don't want to put you on black ice. I don't want to put you on black ice. So what I'm saying to you is that what you just did to the people, and they see you, brother, if you're going to be a leader and a representative to the youth out there, see, that's one thing why we love Pharaoh. You see what I'm saying? Because Pharaoh gonna tell you the fucking truth. Did anybody threaten you? Because you gave me the verse, you gave me the chapter, and you said that, hold on, and you said that the that the Kemetic people are the chosen people of God, and you showed it. And now you are going back on your heels. Brother, if you're going to be an upright leader in this community, first you got to show that you got the heart, you got the goal, and you're willing to stand on truth. So who threatened you? Was it the Masons? Come on, man. Talk to me, man.
A true leader always shows integrity first. So if a leader has the choice in his mind to, maybe not say certain things at a certain time for protection of himself or his image of the people he's trying to lead, then that's his choice as a leader. Now, this man right here is full of heart. I will say that no matter who's on his heels or who's around his back, around the corner, it doesn't matter. He understands or overstands the true purpose of that build itself.
What I think is that was one of the Masonic secrets that you slipped out and you tried to pull it back. So, brother, you got to reveal the secrets, brother. You holding the secrets, Prince. Our people need to get free, brother, and you holding the secrets from us.
Sanetta, what you have to understand is when you're talking to me, you're talking to an extreme level of profound affirmation. A Bible verse, and this is to anybody, a Bible verse will not liberate or save you from a bullet. If you're commanded, when I give you these jewels, my father say jewels, I shake them up and I throw them at you. All these jewels is gonna take you to do is go argue with your brother. Yeah, I got information. I got years of information. Yeah, I speak Hebrew. Yeah, I can come at all these brothers if I want to, but I can't keep doing that. About no secrets. It ain't about getting nobody coming after.
It's not about coming at nobody. It's about freeing your people, man.
And if my people want to really be free, what they have to learn to do is accept their brother for who he is. And that's what it is. If you have to accept your brother for who he is. If your brother is light skinned, don't say he's a Caucasian. Shit, that's your brother. Shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to accept him for who he is. If he is like, fuck it. As long as I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna get on that side of it. As long as he is with the liberation of the African race, the Negroid race, but at the end of the day, if y'all really want to get into Africa and we get into breakdown of the word, I can show y'all how the word Africa means to divide. I can show y'all that if y'all want that. But that's not what it don't matter what they call it. It don't matter what book. I don't care about no books no more, man. My father got 1,257 books. You think I give a damn about a book? He retranslated the Egyptian Book of the Dead in its proper text. He got Jesus. Look at these. Look how thick these books are.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. I want to say this to my people out there. Let me say this. Hold on, brother. Hold on. I'm going to say this because I'm going to get more props than you in a minute. I'm going to say this to you, family. When I come back, I'm going to give you the chapter and the verse. All right? I'm not scared. I don't owe no alliance or no allegiance to no Masons or no Illuminati. So I love my people and I want to see my people free. So when I come back, I'm going to give you and reveal the information to you because I see Prince is not standing on truth. He's a little shaky. He's a little wobbly. But I'm going to have to come and give it to you. The Aries that I am, the fire sign. You know I'm not afraid. So I'm going to hit you with that information. Let's move on, brother. Let's move on.
I'm going to tell you this, Sanetta. You a fire sign, but I'm a water sign. So all the arguments, that water going to put that fire out. I'm a Cancer, June 26th, just like my father. I'm going to put that fire out so we as a people can flow together. We got to move it together, man.
I hear you, brother.
But I'll tell you this. I do respect the fire. The water does respect the fire because life cannot exist without destruction, period. So sometimes the forest has to catch on fire, like in California. They got to catch on fire so the rain, and then the life can start over, a new world. That's why in the Hebrew, in the Bible, when it says in the beginning in Hebrew, it doesn't say beginning. It says in the bara. And bara means what? Bara means reconstruction or recreation. So God was talking about not a beginning. He was talking about a recreation or a reconstruction. Just to flex how much I know. My bad, bro. I'm flexing what I know.
Okay. So let me ask you, brother.
Let me
ask you this. How can wu-nuwaupu doctrine liberate our people?
Nuwaubian doctrine, what Nuwaubian doctrine does is Nuwaubian doctrine it teaches you to learn how to accept your own. Right knowledge, right wisdom, and right understanding. Right reasoning is what we use to validate what we have. So you reason with logic, so you can have the right wisdom. With wisdom comes experience. Right understanding is once you reach that highest level. So to say I overstand something means I'm above a level of standard. So don't say I overstand the Bible if you can't quote verbatim. Don't say I overstand the Quran, or I overstand I self Lord and Master if you can't translate these native languages. You have to be able to do it. I'm not coming at nobody. I'm telling you like it is. You have to be able to do it. Now check it. Nuwaubian doctrine gives you your own. Like I showed you my new kicks. I'm feeling them. Shout out to my brother Donnell out in Washington, D.C. Got my York on the back. He showed me love. This is mine. So I don't need no Nikes. Now we got sneakers too, family. And if y'all want the regular unk, I'm gonna get my brother to hook y'all up. But I got you, son. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, we liberate you by saying take off all that excess, all that weight, give it back to the white man. If this is your cup, I don't want your Snapple apple. I want my sister on 125th who's selling that Asaru, and I know it's lit, and I want her drink. Fuck this. My family that was slaves paid this company to exist. This came off of slave labor. Slavery was not that long ago. Your grandmother's grandmother was a slave, and that's if you was born in the 90s. If you was born in the 70s, like some of these other cats out here in the 80s, your grandmother's grandmother or your grandmother's mother was a slave. Long ago, they try to make you think slavery was 1,000,000 years ago. Slavery was yesterday, when the last brother died, and they showed you that you still ain't nothing. So no, Nuwaubian doctrine tells you to besides all the excess, the point is give the white man his stuff back and get your own. So when people ask you, sign that up. I want you to do this. I am. Say, what are you?
What are you, brother?
I'm a Nuwaubian. And now Sinetta has to go in his mind, and if he doesn't know, like majority of the world, you have to let me be your God and tell you what I am. Now, if I ask you and I say, what are you? You say, I'm black. I know the white man knows what you are. So now you've been put back in a box. What are you? I'm Christian in the Bible. What are you? I'm Hebrew in the Torah. What are you? I'm a Muslim. You in the Quran. What are you? I'm a Jew. All this different stuff. He has boxes for you. Wu-nuwaupu, no. Wu-nuwaupu is the Pataites, pygmies, but the white man don't know that. That's his entitlement with him. The language we speak has not. The white man is tried to translate it, and they say, well, if Dr. York's language is so legitimate, then why does he keep updating it? That shows the fact that he is a linguist, and he is updating it and correcting it and adding words and fixing things so it can be modernized for us to use today. So when I'm talking in a grocery store and I don't like this white man that just bumped into me, I could talk shit about him to Sinetta. Saying, you know, you walk in a restaurant, everybody talking shit about you in Chinese. Don't that piss you off? And you can't do it. You ever notice that? You can't do what he can do to you. Hello? Think about it. We both speak in Nuwaubic. Don't nobody know Nuwaubic but Nuwaubians. Period. That's why it updates, so it can be corrected and perfected. And now my father says the language has been finished. And all he did, he didn't make the language. He edited and modernized the language. So certain words that exist today that didn't exist back then.
No, don't go nowhere. I got to reboot this shit. It ain't stopped. Brothers, don't call in until you first hear the sisters. All right? So that's the way it's going down. Prince is the guest. He is the guest, so we're going to respect our brother. It's better be a sister. If you're not a sister, it's something shaky.
Hold on, man. Get together. Nigga, sweaty, nigga. Man, funky.
It's the Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from? All right, they hung up. They got scared. Sister.
They scared of me, son.
That was a brother anyways.
We want to hear the ladies first. Come on in, ladies.
That's why I was saying that.
Sad 5, where you at?
I'm talking to the picture.
Sister Renee, where you at? Come on, let's go.
Come on, sisters, let's go.
All right, the sisters don't want to call in, man. You gotta let the brothers in. Let's see.
All right. Come on, brothers.
Peace and Black Power, what's your name? Where you calling from? Damn, man, everybody's scared. They're hanging up.
They're scared of me. Don't be scared of your brother, man.
Peace and Black Power family, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Precious. I'm calling from Alabama.
There we go. Precious in the building. What's your question, sister?
Hi, I just wanted to ask Prince York about the language. Like, where did he get it from? How did it start? Where did he derive that Nuwaupuan language?
All right, hold on. Let me get my camera back on. All right, so the Nuwaupuan language, you have many different dialects of language that took place, ancient languages. You have Ge'ez, you have Ethiopian script, you have Sabian script, and you have Sub-Saharan script. If you look at the pictures I'm showing you, these are real pictures in different locations throughout the Sahara. Wrong way. Look, as you can see, our language is on the farthest, this white right here. And this is the emerald tablets. It's all the same symbols. And my father translated it. This is Ge'ez, you know what I'm saying? Ethiopian script, Sub-Saharan script. They're all the same. Now, some of them have different dates, but the oldest out of the African ones is Ge'ez, and then the oldest out of Kemetic is, of course, the Egyptian. The tablets, the emerald tablets of Tahuti. So the Nuwaupuan language is a derivative of all of those. Not a derivative, but all of them are dialects from the original. So what my father did is, with his level of experience in language, with him being a linguist, if you ever watch any of his videos, you know he know language. He switched language. He'll go Arabic, Hebrew, Syriac, anything you want. And what he did is bringing those languages back together to its origin, which was Nuwaupu, the language of the Pataites. Because if you look at the symbols of them, it's all the same. And if you learn to speak them, they're the same. Like, for example, and then Meduneta is a derivative. So Meduneta came way after. We're dealing with 75,000 plus years. Meduneta came after. So, for example, if you was a Kemetic scientist and you say, well, my ancestors is Natiru, well, the proper way of saying Natiru is Natharu. But the reason why I discredit the Meduneta so much is because the Greeks came in and added the vowels. Meduneta was never supposed to be spoken. Read, not spoken. Meduneta is not a spoken language. And the Greeks didn't understand that because they wasn't on that level. You see what I'm saying? That's why you have African tribes and they beat the drums, because they would beat the drums because it was all about the tone, sound, and vibration, the vibrational frequency. Like the planet Earth. The planet Earth is vibrating at a frequency F. You ever see Erykah Badu come on stage? She pulls out her tuning fork because she is trying to tune or put herself in tone. That we are speaking English language is not our natural or native tones at all. That's why you don't feel it. You ain't feeling this. And people ask, well, why no help from above? Why no help from God? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, El Elo, my ancestors, this one, that one. Why am I living in poverty? Why am I in these situations? The reason why is because you don't know how to communicate with your ancestors. You are no longer speaking in vibration. For example, you say an English word. Let's say back. See how short that is? Back. In Nuwaupuan, let's say yehu, yehu. You know what I'm saying? You go in our words is elongated, they stretch, they vibrate. These terms, they vibrate, they're elongated, you know what I'm saying? And they go on. So they're vibrational frequencies in which we're speaking. So then you can literally say what you spoke into existence. You follow what I'm saying? Because you're speaking into a vibration. There is nothing, not even a soul or a spirit, that is not vibrating at some form of frequency. You see what I'm saying? Your body has its own frequency. Your body is vibrating on a certain tune, like my voice. My voice, I ain't got the deepest, I ain't no Shaft at the same, and I ain't no Pee Wee Herman. So my voice is in the middle. So what is my tone? What is my frequency? If I go to a piano, am I an F? Am I a G? I'm a flat? What am I? You have to know your tone, your vibration, and the language helps you with that. It guides you.
All right. Let's try to keep.
I'm almost finished. Like, for example, Pa Ranan. Pa Ranan means the name, your name. You want to have a name that reminds you of your ancestors, that can connect your ancestors to do you when it's spoken. You follow what I'm saying?
Sister, do you understand what he's saying?
I see where you're coming from. I do. Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling in, sis.
Shout out to Alabama. I like Alabama.
Let's go on. Let's go on, family. Call in.
Keep them coming.
Black Power family, what's your name and where you calling from?
Black Supreme calling from South Florida.
Black Supreme, what's up, man? Talk to me.
I like that name.
The family out there, peace to Prince York. My question is this: with respect to Dr. York, I'm not here to disrespect him because I look up to him. He's been a pioneer in me learning a lot of things. So I want Prince York to clear this up because a lot of people keep saying that Dr. York was acquitted of molestation, but that's not what they charged him with. So
yeah, they never charged my father with child molestation. What people don't understand, it was 2 courts he was in. He had both state charges and federal charges. The state charges, he beat the state charges easily. And if you look it up, there's no such thing as child molestation in federal court. It does not exist. What they charged him with was RICO in federal court, and they charged him with moving minors across state line for sexual intent. And he beat the case in Florida because they were trying to say that he was moving when we were all going down to Disney World. He took everybody on our land. He paid and took us all down to Disney World, and it was children there. Now people tried to say this and this and this took place. Well, we got the all-star witness that the FBI said that recanted her statement, Habiba Washington. And then people say, well, why did they do this to Pop? Well, they paid. Well, what happened? Well, what took place was, if you listen to Habiba Washington's statement, she says that the government told her that if she did not try to incriminate my father, that she would go to jail for her own crimes. Those crimes. You know what I'm saying? And some people will use, see this place right here? This is our land. Some people, if you did something in the street, you would utilize our land and say, oh, I want to be a wu-nuwaupu. Knowing you just killed 4 people. Not in reality, I'm just saying. Knowing you just did some dirt, and then we don't know, so we say, come on in, brother. We embrace you in the lodge. We embrace you in the family. And then you running from the law because you in seclusion living with us. And then what happens is the FBI wants Pop. They don't want you. The argument started in Georgia. A lot of people don't know how it started. What started was my father got the land. He was building houses. He wasn't just building pyramids. He wanted y'all to have a place to live. No excuses. Get you an apartment, get you a house, get you a crib, your family, let's get it. So what happened was the county, Putnam County, Georgia, told my father he only could build 3 houses per acre. My father was like, this is my land. He said, we're gonna put 5 houses per acre. The reason why they said 3 houses per acre is because the land was agricultural land, not residential land, meaning that it's a different type of thickness in the soil. So what happened was when my father pushed for 5, they told him 3, take it or leave it. But they came at him very disrespectfully in a racist manner. So my father began putting out the wu-nuwaupu newspapers, and we did research on everybody. We had pictures of them in their KKK meetings and everything. And he exposed the judges, the lawyers, the building constructors, and everything. He exposed everybody in Georgia. On top of that, he bought apartment complex all in the surrounding area and gave the call to the conscious community, everybody come down. The county took that as a threat, so they began executing stuff against him. My father even went to the aspect of contacting Wesley Snipes. My father assisted in the movie making of Blade, and he contacted Wesley Snipes. This is why Wesley Snipes ended up going to jail right after for tax evasion. He bought 200 acres. Look it up. It's a fact. He bought I'm almost done. He bought 200 acres on the other side of the street, and he was training our brothers to be better in combat so we can better defend what was ours. To do whatever it takes to destroy us, family. We gotta stop believing the lies and the myths and go forward.
All right, my brother. Thank you for calling in, brother.
Peace, brother.
Peace. Yeah, that's what I want to say, family. Yo, man, free Dr. York.
There you go.
Brother. At one time, I was banging on him. I ain't gonna front. I was banging on him. This white man is so fucking wicked, and they take all of the dates from us, man. So free Dr. Malachi York. God damn it. Sarnetta's saying it right here. Sarnetta right here. Hold on. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
What's up, Sarnetta? This Suave, man. Suave boss from Gary, Indiana.
What's up, my brother? Talk to me, man. What's up, man?
Man, can you hear me good?
I hear you good.
Okay, I appreciate you answering the phone, man. What's up? Get a minute with you. I'm only gonna take a second of your time, bro. Brother York still on?
Yes, you are live right now. We got you on the air with Brother York.
Look, son, what you doing, man? You got a lot of educational material, but it's different levels. You know, it's like elementary, junior high, high school, college. What happens is you got a lot of elementary level type students coming on a lot of collegiate material. And you got a lot of collegiate students sitting in a lot of elementary classes messing up the lesson. See, your platform get anybody the opportunity to comment on stuff that's way out of their league. That's why we get a lot of this bull crap. The one thing I want to say, bro, is good you doing. Don't get it twisted. I need all of us to stop knocking each other, because I understand that a lot of this literature, a lot of stuff that people speak, it brings physical altercations into our life. Cool, I get that. But Pharaoh and your defect should never happen, ever. Do you see how diabolical a team that would be? Shaka Amos and anybody else, they're the way.
Let me respond to that. My brother, let me
people talk their shit. I don't care how weird it sounds. I don't care what it is, but we need all of this. We need the Christians for the Muslims to get respected. We need the Hebrews for the Christians to get respected. We need the wu-nuwaupu for the Kemetic to get respected. All this knowledge, at the end of the day, it all ties right down to the one thing that none of us know about, but we get closer and closer by studying the material. And a lot of the foolishness got to be spoken on, because a lot of foolishness got thrown our way. Now,
well, my brother, I hate to interrupt you, but no, don't get it confused. There's no beef between me and Brother Pharaoh. It wasn't even a debate. That was a discussion that we had. Most of the topics we agreed on, but Pharaoh utilized the platform to defend slander that other people gave him instead of actually conversating with me. Because as you see, the build was actually formatted on extraterrestrials, and we drifted to the Rosetta Stone. That's stuff that other people have come at him about. I don't care about no Rosetta Stone. I know the Rosetta Stone came from Greek, so it's no beef. The conversation got heated when he said that. Yeah, he said he was gonna run in my mouth. So I didn't say. I mean, you gonna run in my mouth?
Yeah,
I mean,
let's go. Come on, man.
Stuff like that irrelevant. I'm not worried about. I mean, Young Pharaoh's like a little brother to me. I got cousins today. I'm not worried about if you.
It wasn't about that one sentence. I just happened to mention that y'all bumped heads. I don't want to call it beef. I don't want to call it nothing. I'm just saying that the material that y'all battling, that's cool. And I understand when he crossed the line and started speaking all this human type shit, because we more than human. And I just wish that we could shake off this human, but it's coming. I just wish we could shake off these white characteristics, human characteristics, all of these things that we are naturally not. That's why we not clicking like we supposed to. But the stuff's gotta get walked through. Wrong or right, it gotta get walked through for it to get taken out our way. For us, for our answer, for our kids to get to where the truth is definite. You understand what I'm saying, God? I just want everybody to big each other up instead of being so determined to say something that don't affect you. I'm saying, like, if it don't affect you, let that man talk his shit. Because there's people over here that is scared of that shit. And as long as it's coming out of black man mouth or African mouth or white mouth or whatever you want to classify us right now, it's 2016, because that's the limited knowledge we got. Whatever you want to call us now, as long as it's coming out of our mouth, let us talk our shit. It shouldn't be nobody but crackers, white people, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call them. It shouldn't be nobody but them trying to come against us. We still need that. Brother, I swear, if you believe in...
Hey. Thank you, my brother. I definitely appreciate the advice. There's never, you know, in Prince York, there's never any hostilities towards any of his brothers. It's all love.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in, brother. I appreciate that.
I saw that, man, for real, dog. I know it's running the love, man. Y'all get good.
Peace.
Peace.
Black Power family, what's your name? Where you calling from? Yo, I want to say this real quick, because somebody put something in the chat room, and I damn sure agree with it. Of course, I agree with it. And that is, a lot of people say Sarnetta is the one that try to keep the people separated, or they don't.
Sarnetta. Let me say Sarnetta.
Prince, you gotta let me talk, brother. I don't want to put you on black ice, man. Come on. No, what I'm saying to this is that when you really look at it, it's not Sarnetta. It's your religion that y'all going by. It is really you that's trying to be separated from everybody else. Let's just look at it, for example. If we have a big rally outside, like, for example, we got the Black Power Awards coming up in Atlanta. I want to see how many Moors is going to be sitting in the audience with their fans. I'm gonna say probably one or maybe none, because we call it the Black Power Awards. See? So who's separating us down? I want to see how many Hebrew Israelites will be sitting up in the audience at the Black Power Awards, because we call it the Black Power Awards and not the awards of the Bible, of King James. You see? I want to see how many people is going to come out to our rallies. But it's not me keeping you separated. It is you and your religion that's keeping us separated. So with that, let me go to the next caller.
I respect that, Sinetta. I definitely do.
Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from? Oh, my bad. My bad. Hold on. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
Okay, now my question is, now the goal is to reach out to the black people, for our youth and everything.
I said peace and Black Power. What's your name and where you calling from?
I took to our call.
Say it again. I missed it.
Got it, and I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay, my brother. Peace.
Okay, I have a question now. You know, the goal is to reach out to our black people and people like, you know, it's election of hood and everything. Everybody, all kinds of black people. Now, how you expect us to understand and believe the fact that your information is coming from extraterrestrials? How you going to get someone that's like here, someone that's walking around the street to actually understand and believe that and follow that doctrine? I'm not saying I don't personally believe in it, but what I'm saying is how you supposed to get that to the people to follow that. Because you know how us black people think in the hood and coming up. So how does that work?
Sinetta, I'm gonna need you to repeat that for him because I couldn't hear him.
In other words, the brother is saying, how do you expect the youth, and if I get it wrong, brother, I'll let you say it again. The brother is saying, how do you expect the youth to accept those teachings about the aliens and the extraterrestrials and stuff like that? Go ahead, brother. I'm gonna let you say it again. Say it clear.
That's exactly what I'm saying. How you expect us to kind of understand that and believe that? I'm not saying it's not fact, but how you going to get us to relate and to understand that?
Okay, I got you. See, the problem here is the word. We start with the word believe. I'm not trying to make you believe anything. I'm trying to make you think. Now, my goal for the youth is I'm not trying to convince the youth of anything. I'm not trying to make the youth be Nuwaupian. I'm not trying to make the youth do anything but liberate themselves. I'm a freedom fighter, so I'm fighting for freedom. When it comes to extraterrestrials, the proof and the legitimate of the facts of the extraterrestrials is not found in a Dr. York book. The legitimacy is found in your ancestors. So you gotta, the challenge is on you. It's like a dare. Dr. York is saying, I dare you, I challenge you to research and really find your origin. And when you go into the ancient Mayans, you go into the ancient Hopi, you go to Egypt and you see how them pyramids are lying with the Orion. You see the Egyptian deities depicted as green. You see crafts and stuff all over television and YouTube and media, then that's your business. You take it or leave it how you want it. But don't let an extraterrestrial, whether it's fact or fiction, keep you from freeing yourself.
All right, brother. Thank you, man.
All right, now, can I say this? Shout out to Silent TV. I want to say this to all my people and all my friends. Another TV, you know, and that's what I say.
Peace, my brother. Thank you, man.
You welcome.
Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Chrissy. I'm from Brooklyn.
Chrissy, another Brooklyn in the building. What's up, Chrissy?
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Thanks, man. I wanted to ask the guy Prince. I think that's his name. Like, yes. I've been watching your channel though. Like, they're really getting a lot of information. Like, I think it's really good. The Black Power, everything. It's just, you know, all that. But I want to ask him what's his symbol about. Like the anchor, I know it's, you know, it's usually one line, but it looks like he has like two lines.
Okay, so ask you, brother, what is the symbol about that you have on his crown? You saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the symbol you see is we call it, it's known as the Unctwi. Now the Unctwi, the first bar, of course, as we all know, represents physical life and living. The second bar represents spiritual life. So together it represents eternal life. you'll see a red jewel or a ruby depicted in the centerpiece of it. That represents the soul, because we know the word soul comes from the root word soul or solar or solar plex. That's the inner sun that's inside your chest that keeps your body at 98.6 degrees at all given times. That gives black babies a higher temperature than all others. That's your 9 ether. You are an etheric being, a combination of physicality, spirituality, and metaphysics. All together, you are the supreme beings of the planet, and that symbol is a representation of that. Now, we don't denounce or disrespect the Ankh. We understand that the Ankh represents life, but you have to also acknowledge the spirit and soul inside of you. This symbol will not be found in Kemet. It's not going to be found there. This symbol is a Nuwaupian symbol, and it represents the coming of the sun cycle, meaning the next bar of your spirituality has been awakened. The white man is breeding himself out. 2060, the Caucasian race, mark my words, because I am prophesizing this. In 2060, the Caucasian race will be extinct. They will be extinct because they are genetically breeding out. The sun is killing them. And what they're trying to do is they're going after your good-looking brothers like myself and Sinetta because they want our genes, and we are not mixing. Sisters, we need y'all to back us 100%, whether it's polygamy or monogamy. We got to work together. So that symbol represents physical and spiritual life together. Unification. That's what it represents.
All right. Thank you, sister.
I got another question.
All right. Let's go. Come on.
Do you think that it's like more, it's like better than like the cross? Okay. Like you rather that for like a cross, the cross, right? And like, okay. do you know, are you aware about like the cross being from the real original cross that's even on the side and not uneven, like the biblical cross?
You talking about the cross as in the crucifixion?
Yeah, the cross that they came on the ship or something, like, I don't know, because I just be looking at
talking about when are you talking about the cross of the Knights of Tahiti? What you have to understand is there's nothing in this information that's really basic and small where you just say the cross. You have to understand that there's so many different crosses. You got the cross of the Knights Templar. You got the cross on Christopher Columbus' sails when he flew over here. You got the cross that represents the sword stabbed in the ground upside down, representing death, and that's why they depict Jesus on the cross, because they're representing death. So if you're walking around wearing your Jesus piece, you walk around carrying death with you. So don't be mad at me when you trip over something and hurt yourself because you bring a negative energy with you. Rock your Ankh. If you Nuwaupian, rock your Ankh tweet. We're all about life. We are the living force, the living soul manifested on this planet. The Caucasian race can keep his cross because he represents death. That's why he got the 6 ether. You touch a baby's hair, a baby's hair is thin and almost straight. But guess what? Come on, man. I'm building, man. I'm trying to get a sister her information.
He's gone. You can't, brothers, you got to try to keep it as short so we can get more callers. There's a lot of people calling.
Short.
Now,
short.
Hold on, Prince. What the hell you mean it's not a Kemetic symbol? That's the shit that got me. You said the Ankh is not a Kemetic symbol.
No,
it is
no, I'm saying, listen.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying it's not a Kemetic symbol is I'm not saying it has no correlation to Egypt. I'm saying it's not a Kemetic symbol for the Kemetic scientist who's going to tell me, I ain't never seen that symbol in Egypt. You haven't. I'm confirming that for them. But this symbol is very much so, it's a Ptahite symbol. It's our symbol of this day and age. It's a new era. Don't people forget. We're Egyptians, but if I don't see you running around wearing a toga, because this is a modern 2016. So this is the modern day era, our culture. That's why you saw them shoes. No, the Egyptians didn't wear those shoes. I'm wearing them because it's a new day. So I have to adapt or evolve. Since your brother Young Pharaoh was talking about evolution, we evolve as a people. So
did the symbol come out of ancient Egypt or no?
And I said no, it did not.
So where it come from, brother?
This symbol is a construct of us as Nuwaupians. It's something that represents us as our people. It is our symbol. No one told you. No one says to accept this symbol or not to accept this symbol. This represents to us physical life and spiritual life. It is what we wear. You don't have to. Yoruba has their own personal symbols that you can't find in Egypt. You gonna attack them? No, that's their right to have that. So this is our symbol.
At one time, your symbol had a man on it, like Jesus was hanging on the cross. You have a man on the Ankh symbol, I mean, what was that all about? Do y'all still do that?
Okay, that symbol, it wasn't Jesus Christ that was on the symbol. See, the Ankh represents unification of the male and female creating life all together. And the man on the symbol, people thought it represented Jesus. That wasn't black Jesus. The man on that symbol was every black leader who has sat on the cross or been persecuted or prosecuted. Kylie Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, everybody who has died or been persecuted or prosecuted for unity of our people. So if you see a black man on the Ankh, because he's hanging for unity, he's dying for unity. When you become a leader, you become a target. The feds is watching this right now, family, and they want me dead. They want to get rid of Sinetta because we're giving y'all the truth. And the truth can be, people say the truth will set you free. The truth will get you killed if you don't get the hell out of America.
All right, my brother Prince, are there any other leaders other than Dr. York that you respect?
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I'm talking about alive today.
That are alive today. I respect our young brothers out here. But when I respect all our young brothers out here. Everybody who's doing it. Shout out to every single person who has come on Sinetta TV and has challenged levels of affirmation and have come together to put something together. I respect every leader. Brother Polite, Young Pharaoh, Taurus and Seti, you're disrespectful, but I love you. Everybody, I respect y'all all. All of y'all. All of my brothers. And we got to come together. So yes, I respect all of them. See, wu-nuwaupu ain't the people who have a problem with respect. Other people disrespect us and then we have to retaliate. But we don't come with disrespect. We all about unity.
Okay, let's go to the phones. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, my name is Keith Hill. I'm calling from ATL.
All right, what's up, my brother?
Not much, man. What's up, Sinetta, man? I watch your channel every day, man. You're doing a good job for our people, bringing in the information.
Thank you, brother.
I just want to holler at, Prince York. Prince York, I just want to say, man, your father, Dr. York, was a great man. You know, he brought a lot of information out there. You know, even out here in the South in ATL, you know, and even in Georgia, I don't been out there. My family out there. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of my family, you know what I'm saying, is wu-nuwaupu too. So man, keep your head up and keep doing your thing.
You want to say something to that, Prince? All right, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you.
All right, peace.
Peace. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, guys. St. Nelson Williams, California. Guys should be talking in California.
Whoa, Sinetta. I didn't want to, my phone cut off, so I didn't want to disrespect the last brother. I really appreciate you for coming up. Thank you for supporting.
Prince,
for a long time.
Say that again. Say that again.
I said we've been on the California UFO spaceship alien thing for a long time. Before Brother Polite came out here, and I have to say much love. Before you came out here and told the Hollywood face, I feel you guys are Broadway in Hollywood now, to be honest. Love you guys. But what's going on? I mean, you guys are showing the brothers from New York, California, been busting big moves for a long time. And you haven't put any of us on, because you are the Don King of the consciousness movement now, correct?
No, sir. I'm not the Don King, man. That's the name they gave me, man. That's the name they gave me, brother.
Sinetta.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead. I'm going to address both of you guys. But first, I want to address the last guy that was on the phone. I'd like to thank him for calling in and much love. Now, to the comment of Sinetta being Don King, that's a big, man, that's not, y'all family, we got to stop doing, every time somebody try, we attack them. Huh?
Hold on, Prince. I got to put you on black ice, man. The brother got a question for you. Go ahead.
All right, I love you, son. That's grown man business, and we'll talk later, but I always love you, don't trip on that. But I had a few great things, brother. For one, have you been to Africa yet?
All right, Prince, go ahead, talk to him. Unmute yourself.
And I've been to South. Please let them know I'm back to Africa. Been to Egypt with Asaru, back out with the Zulu Nation for 2 months, stayed with the Bush people. 06 or
Prince,
9,
you hear him?
2012.
Yeah, I'm listening.
He said, have you been to Africa yet, brother?
Yes, I have. It is beautiful, and it's like a new reality. It's like if this is the regular world, Africa is like 4D, 4-dimensional. It's amazing. The people are there great, especially countries like Ghana. They love us. They love us as a people, and they want African Americans there. You have people all over the world. I mean, all over Africa who want us there. But you know what I'm saying? When we go there and we make our decision.
I agree with you, brother. So let's take it, because I've been telling Charles about this for years, but we never got on it. So let's incorporate South Africa, the Zulus, which your father used to talk about the Dolphins. When I was on the trip with Ashwa-Kwesi, the wu-nuwaupians were the ones telling me when Ashwa-Kwesi was screaming at me, they pulled me to the side and said, hey, brother, this is before I learned about Dr. York. They said, hey, man, our master teacher says everything he's saying. I'm like, what did he say? And then a brother from London, gave me your father's black book. And your father was talking about the Dolphins, and that's what the Zulus were saying. The Zulus were saying that we were in transit here. And that's why I had the question, can you perfect what your father was possibly saying? Because I remember the majority of things that the Zulus taught me, and I have filmed. But when your father and the Zulus taught me about us coming from dolphins and the stars, then I want to speak on it. And we know that dolphins are mammals and they communicate down and music.
What's your question, brother? We got to move forward.
Can you explain that, brother, please? And then
I don't know. I'm sorry, brother. I couldn't hear anything you were saying at all. I am so sorry. It's going in and out like crazy.
Hey, we lost them. Let me say this real quick. South Ward Brizzy, this goes out to you. I'm giving you a shout out, South Ward Brizzy. I'm giving you some promotion. South Ward Brizzy wrote in the chat room and asked me a question. His question was, Sarnetta, would you trust Dr. York around your children? My answer to that is that I wouldn't trust your ass around my children. I wouldn't trust any goddamn around. Hold on, brother. That's my answer to that. I would not trust your ass or any other man around my children. The hell is you asking me some stupid shit like that?
Another thing, Sanetta, can I come on that? Another thing. What you have to understand is, do you trust Barack Obama with your children? Because Dr. York was a leader of a nation. Dr. York leaded a nation. Your kids had, that's what I'm saying. Where does child molesting come from? Dr. York was writing books. How was he molesting children? Dr. York got wives with S on it. What is he doing with children? Man, I gotta stop that, family. This is what is dividing us. This is the virus. I wouldn't trust anybody with my children. Now I know Sarnetta, so I would throw a party, a house party, and my children will play with his children, and he can touch it. And if my child did something bad, I have no problem with Sarnetta popping my child on the head and saying, "Look, brother, da 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 da." You know what I'm saying? But I tell the world, don't trust anybody. Trust is belief, and belief is ignorance. Know your people. Know these people. Know Sarnetta before you trust him. Know that brother before they trust him. You know what I'm saying? You have to know people. Stop believing and trusting in people. That's faith, and faith is ignorance. Ignorance means to ignore the facts. And the fact of the matter is, you keep slandering and you keep trying to defame my father's name, but he did what he said he would do. And he proved himself to be not guilty. DNA evidence bounced out that courtroom, and they had to throw 135 years. They closed his court case and charged him on a federal holiday. Fight them facts, man. Why did he plead guilty? They had my father's wives and my younger brothers and sisters in federal custody, being deprived of medicine, food, and water. Watch his video of him pleading guilty. He wear glasses. He don't have his glasses on. They was abusing my father, and that is wrong for you to make that statement, brother. Y'all gotta stop this here.
All right, peace and black power, family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
You on shine at the TV, the House of Consciousness, where you got scholars like Blackie, Shaka, and they come with that scholarship and them primary sources. So I need some primary sources from Prince York on maybe one or two things. First, I need some primaries on Pickle Man. That Dr. York referenced Pickle Man from the planet Rizik. I need some sources on the feet.
I'll answer that question.
chimpanzee.
Hold on, brother. Let him go.
Human, another extraterrestrial, and then I need some primary sources on Bat Boy. Can you prove to me that Bat Boy, Pickle Man, and Nancy existed?
Yeah, I can. Check this out. Listen here. When you're talking about Pickle Man, everybody keeps bringing up this Pickle Man. Now, let me explain something. The name Pickle Man, for all the listeners and all the naysayers and all the haters, and I know people are recording me right now so they can come back at me, but I don't give a fuck. Pickle Man was a description of an extraterrestrial that had a disease of warts. If you ever eat a pickle, you know pickles have them lumps on it. So my father made the joke that it was, he said, we're going to call this race Pickle Man. Now, you said, how can you prove these extraterrestrials? The proof is not in a Dr. York book. The proof is in the people who have experienced it. Now, my father says himself that what he has experienced, nobody can tell anybody what they've been through or what they haven't been through. Nobody can tell anybody what they saw or what they didn't see. But when you have hundreds of accounts world over of different extraterrestrial races, then you have to account for it. Now, to fight the fact of my father being from the 19th galaxy called Ilion and the 8th planet, the word Ilion comes from the Arabic word Ilion, which means the 7th heaven, right? And in the 8th planet, he called Riz. That is my father's interpretation of where he is from. Nobody has the right to tell anybody where they're from. You can't prove to me that human beings are from Earth. Humans are one of the only animals that show physical age, meaning that I can look at you and say whether you 40 or 60, but when I look at a turtle, or I look at a dog, or I look at a cow, I can't tell how old it is because the Earth is causing decay on your body, proving from here. We have one of the shortest lifespans on this planet. We got the whales living 200-300 years, turtles living 200-300 years. So you can't disprove and tell my father where he is not from or where he is from. I could say I'm from fucking Mars, and they've proven that life could exist on Mars. So how you gonna combat that? You want to find his spaceship? You go talk to him about that. But when it comes to me, you need to. If you got a problem with where he from, then I got a problem from whatever city you from. Learn yourself before you judge others, because you can't prove to me you from the planet Earth. You can't even prove to me that this is a real planet.
All right, brother, that's good. Peace and black power. Excuse me. What's your name? Where you calling from, brother?
It's Kim Sue, man. From Baltimore, man. But I've been on the base for 100 seconds.
Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, man. First, I want to say, man, yo, you know, to the people in the comment section, man, show some respect, man. You know, you can say whatever you want to say about Dr. York, man, but this brother, you know, brought our culture back to our people, man. You know, he tried to, you know, manifest, you know, all the scriptures, whatever you want to call it, you know, to our people in Georgia, right? So, but I want to say to Prince York, man, you got the opportunity right now to do something that your father couldn't do. He's a human. He made mistakes. That's neither here nor there. But don't just sit on everything that your father said, because you have the opportunity to correct the mistakes that he may have made. Because, you know, when it comes off to the people, it comes off like another doctrine. It's like another religion. You understand what I'm saying? And I respect you in your opinions and everything you're saying. I may not agree with everything like the extraterrestrials and everything like that. But all I'm just going to say to you, brother, is that don't, you know, go on everything that your father said is within everything. Build your legacy. Because you have the opportunity right now to pick up the torch. You know, in the Olympics right now, pick up the torch and take that shit to the next level.
And my brother, I definitely respect you, and I definitely love thinking. And
go ahead, brother, finish off.
Now, I just want to say shout out to, you know what I mean, you, OG, and the House of Consciousness, you know what I mean, because you bringing the information to the people. You know, it's like the new cable TV, man. Like,
thank you, brother.
You know
thank you, brother. Now, I want to say to you, Prince, before you respond, thank you, brother. That right there was a positive and some good advice. I don't see nothing wrong with that advice. Go ahead, Prince.
I don't see nothing wrong with what he said either. I'm happy he spoke out. I'm glad he called. But at the end of the day, it's not about me grabbing a torch. See, that's what's wrong with the community, my brother. Everybody is focused on a torch or a seat to sit in instead of getting your ass out your seat and running and getting the fuck out this country together. So I'm not waiting for my father's seat. I'm not sitting here counting the hours and days for my father to transition, waiting for something to be handed to me. I'm out here in the street teaching my people and educating my people as a Nuwaupuan brother, not just a prince. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These are titles that I don't claim. So when it comes to my father's doctrine, there's nothing I'm going to go in his doctrine and say I can correct, because to my knowledge of me being the man who lived in his house, slept in the same bed as my father. You know what I'm saying? He taught me how to play piano. He's my dad. This is not just he's my fucking father. So with him being that to me, and I'm not disrespecting you, I love you, but with him being that to me, I saw what he saw. I was there through most of the things that he was writing. When books like Man from Planet Risk was written, I was there. You know what I'm saying? You got Nuwaupuans that was there. So, you know what I'm saying? I back what he says because I know it is true. I know it is fact. Now, what you have to do is you have to, if you are a Nuwaupuan or if you're a regular person, then you are in a state of belief to what you did not experience. Now, you can take what I say, but what you have to do is you have to go validate it. So if you want to prove Dr. York wrong on extraterrestrials or anything like that, then you got to take it up with the Mayans. You got to take it up with the Sumerians. You got to take it up with the Egyptians, who all have accounts of these extraterrestrial races. You can't keep attacking Dr. York like he's the only person to say it. But when the white man said it on the History Channel, we run with it. But I appreciate you calling. Thank you so much.
Family, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Dave. I'm calling from Las Vegas, Nevada.
What's up, brother?
Hey, what's happening, Sunday? Hey, first off, I want to say thank you so much. I try to post as much as I can on YouTube, man, to say thank you for what you're doing. You have provided so much life for me and Black people. I want to say what's up to Prince. I'm David Berry. I've been commenting in the chat room. Can you elaborate a little bit more on this idea that you can't tell anybody where they're from? Because I picked up some information from Dr. Ali Muhammad, it had to do with ARNA, and it had everything to do with nationality. So is that what you're talking about?
Wait, say that one more time, brother. The question.
Are you talking about nationality?
I'm talking about I'm talking about I'm not talking about nationality as one. I'm talking about nationalism as a whole. So I'm talking about movement and building a real nation. So I'm not saying nationality in the aspect of telling somebody what their nationality is. So I'm not going to say your nationality is more or your nationality is Nuwaupuan. No, I'm going to say we as a people have to come together and come to an agreement on what our nationality is by using the facts that is presented on the migrations and the different sciences there. But while doing that, we can't be sitting out. We can't be sitting here just watching the clouds go by. We have to be focused on moving, putting finance together, and coming together. That's why I'm calling out Farrakhan. I want you to talk to me in all the respect. I respect your elder. I respect that your wisdom. I know your relationship with my father is great, and I really want to build with the Nation of Islam and all these big nations that are organized and unified, so we can come to a common ground and see how we can grow together. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm talking about nationalism, which includes nationality as well.
All right, brother.
Yeah,
thank you, man.
Nationality is very important. Asaru, before you boot me off, man, what Dr. Ali Muhammad is bringing forward about the idea of Black people claiming a nationality, because what we're doing is we're making a mistake, and white supremacy is capitalizing on that mistake, because we always check the box that says Black, and that goes back to the 14th Amendment. So if we don't choose anything else, then we're kind of leaving ourselves out blowing in the wind, so far as nationality is concerned.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I'm definitely with the different people that I meet, I'm definitely going to take what you said in consideration and bring this to them, because we are focused on getting our nationality, and we do have to come together as a people. So nationality is very powerful. Shout out to Dr. Ali Muhammad. I got to build with that brother too. And we got to get together. So everybody who's leading anybody has to come, and we got to come together so we can move. And then we can discuss these things at the long table.
All right, brother.
One more thing. I feel like I'm the last Negro standing that's going to support the Bible. And it meets Brother Polite's criteria so far as epithets existing in the Bible. And so I would like to talk to you a little bit further about that. But thanks for having me on the line. I appreciate it. You can't beat up Jesus Christ until you talk to me first, period.
Hold up, say that again?
No, I said you cannot beat up on Jesus Christ until you talk to me first.
Where you from? Where you from again?
Wrong.
You from New Jersey?
No, sir. I'm from Asaru, California, but I live in Las Vegas, Nevada now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, my brother. Thank you for calling in, brother.
And thank you for the work, sir. Black power, brother.
Black power. All right, family, I want to say this real quick. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. Oh, man, I got to take this call. Damn. Baba, every time fucking fire. I'm live on the air. I'm live on the air. I want you to pay your respects to my brother, Dr. York, son, in here. What's up, brother?
Oh, man, I'm telling you, I just got back from Buffalo with my brother, Young Pharaoh.
Oh, you was in Buffalo?
Prince York? How are you?
Hold on, you was in Buffalo?
Absolutely.
Oh, man, you slick-ass motherfucker. You ain't tell me.
Children are slick. Grown people do what they do.
Man, you ain't tell me you was going to Buffalo, you slick-ass.
Uh-huh. You don't
and I spoke to you today.
Do.
And I spoke to you today, too.
Huh?
And I spoke to you today on the phone.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So what's happening, man?
Yeah, so I will have the video uploading tentatively.
Uh-oh. Sound like you got some fire coming. Sound like you got some fire.
Yeah, my young brother tore the house down. I love Young Pharaoh. That's why I took the day off my slavery to go and see brother Young Pharaoh today.
Okay. Okay. That's what it is. Hey, yo, I see my brother Perry in the building. Peace and Black Power. Shout out to my brother Perry, the warrior Hebrew, in the building. Yo, for all of y'all who don't know, Perry lived right around the corner from me. And Perry, I'll see you in the building. I've been asking you, brother, what's up? When me and you gonna get it in? We got to get it in. Go right to the fucking park, sit down, and let's get it in, Perry. I see you in the building, man. Shout out to my brother, young warrior Perry, in the building. All right. Now, Baba, you got any questions for the brother?
No, I don't.
Oh, you just wanted to come and brag that you was with my little brother, Pharaoh, my son.
You mean our brother, not your brother.
I call him my son because he's my son, man.
Oh, okay.
He's my son, brother.
You know, he's a very brilliant young man, and I actually find him confounding the old people. So age is just a number. He has wisdom far beyond yourself, sir, myself, and I'm humble enough to say that. So I don't know about all that son stuff, but he does respect his elders.
Well, let me say, I don't call him son because he shine. I call him son because he mine. You know that. That's the old school shit. That's my little man. I love Pharaoh.
That's our little
man.
It's
not too many people I call
little man.
It's not too many.
He belongs to the universe.
It's not too many people.
And he's pretty much made himself along the way with very little help from others. I just have to tell the truth. He started his channel by himself, and pretty much you have to give credit. I believe in giving credit, and you do too, where credit is due. If the truth be told, our young brother Pharaoh has pretty much done it by himself.
Well, let me say this to you real quick, Baba, before you leave. Before you leave, young Pharaoh, I don't call too many people my son. That's my son. I call him that because I respect the young brother.
Right.
And you see Pharaoh, Prince York, who I'm talking to right now, who he caught. These three young brothers are not just on YouTube banging on people like other people that have a YouTube channel that don't go nowhere. These brothers are going throughout the universe to teach and wake up our people, whether you agree with their teachings or their lessons. These brothers are putting their first foot forward. All right? That's what I want to say. A lot of other dudes just get on YouTube and want to bang on people, want to make exposed videos. These young brothers, and they should be a good example for those older ones who are looking at the YouTube right now. So I respect my brother Prince York. I respect my young brother Pharaoh, and I damn sure respect who he caught. These young brothers are a good example of putting that work forward. Matter of fact, hold on. Matter of fact, Prince York, let the people know where you're gonna be at tomorrow.
I'm flying into the Detroit and Sarasota City. I'm flying into your kingdom. That's your land. I'm coming into Sarasota City airspace So shout out to Sarah Sudin-Seti, and shout out to the whole Detroit. I'm flying in, and this Saturday I will be at the original Shrine of the Black Madonna, numero uno, building with the gods, building with everybody on Now or Never. It's unity time. So definitely come out and check me out at 2 p.m. It's going to be hot. It's going to be powerful. And don't think it's not just a New Wapping event. The Nation Islam will be there. The vice president of New Detroit Era will be there. And I started the tour in Detroit because Detroit is one of the OG cities. We got New York, Chicago, Cleveland, and Detroit. If I forgot about you, I'm sorry, because my mind got so much doctrine. But these are OG cities, so I had to start it off in Detroit. So shout out to Sarah Sudin-Seti, and shout out to Dr. Ben, of course. Much respect to Dr. Ben, and I'm not speaking as Prince York. I'm speaking for the whole new United Nuwaubian Nation, and I'm speaking as my father. Shout out to Dr. Ben, and shout out to anybody who is walking that path and helping liberate our people.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I love
beautiful. Now back to what I wanted to say. That's a beautiful thing. I think you did a hell of a job, and keeping the peace between the brothers yesterday, because we have a lot of elders and grown people that aren't able to conduct themselves without cursing one another out. And I think you did a hell of a job, and they did a hell of a job, because it's basically just a different perspective on.
Uh-oh, did I lose my brother Baba? Hold on.
Just conference him in, sir.
Hold on. Did I lose my brother Baba?
With black people, he said that if everybody don't agree with us, they gotta be our enemy. That's not necessarily the case. You have to mature to the point where you can deal with opposition and without being an enemy to yourself, because you don't bang on white people. If the only people you know how to bang on is your own people, then you can't be brotherly and sisterly at the end of the day. I think that's pitiful.
And you know what, Baba? I think it's about time that I interview my brother Baba. Come on, Baba, man, you got a lot of information for the people. The people want to hear from Baba. If y'all want to hear Baba, press 1, family, in the chat room. Let's keep it real. Baba, me and you can set up something for tomorrow or whenever. But I damn sure got to do an interview with you, brother.
Well, I'll be down there this Saturday, the universe willing, and hopefully we can do something then.
Yeah, because you know, you have a black father and a white mother, and
yes,
you
sir.
was raised by your grandmother on your father's side. On your father's side. And I say this all the time. Baba is more blacker than damn near a lot of you Negroes that I know, man. This is real talk. Baba knew me when I was in the New Black Panther Party. Baba been with me when I was on the street. He's seen when I got started. This brother been with me before there was a Polite, before there was a SETI, before there was an UNC, before there was red pill, blue pill. Baba was right there by my side. This is what y'all don't know. See, this is the history. This brother right here seen me grow, seen my babies grow. He's seen it. So if anybody know me, it's this man right here. Baba know me more than any of y'all. He's seen it. So if I'm a goddamn agent or a cop, Baba would know about that shit right there. Not only that, Baba also know that he met Khalid Muhammad. Used to come into his shop all the time when he was in Washington. Baba come right up out of Washington, D.C.
Yo, Sanetta.
Yes.
Before you lose Sarah Sudin-Seti, I just want to invite him to something.
Hold on, Herb.
Seti, you there? Where's your brother? Sanetta.
Yes, sir.
Where's Seti? He still on?
Seti ain't never been on. What you talking about?
Who is that?
That's my man Baba right there.
Oh, I thought that was Seti.
No, I could give Seti a call. But anyway, let me hear from my brother Herb right quick. Go ahead, brother Herb. Hold up, Herb. Before you go, Herb, I got to show this. Because look where we at, family. Come on, man. We ain't moved no goddamn where. Hold on.
Hey, that's why
Hold on, Herb. We ain't moved nowhere,
Okay, all
but
right.
y'all talking about funding your own movement. We on $2,005. You want me to be in your town at least by next year? I want to be able to, like you hear that ice cream truck coming down the street.
Sarnetta, don't do that again. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We want to hear Sarnetta theme song. We still there. Come on, family.
Yeah, 2016 and beyond, I've been saying that our people are about to start waking up. And shout out to the big homie Baba. I have deal with the brother one Saturday, and he is blacker than the most black people I ever witnessed in my life, and I stand on that. You know, I'm the little brother down in Bama, you know, by way of Georgia. Got family all over, you know. But I'm one of his personal security when he comes to the South, and I definitely stand on that. But that's what I wanted to call in, you know, to say this. Oh yeah, no doubt. But call in. I wanted to call in and say this. And to tell people, look, if you got a local CVS, a Rite Aid, a Walgreens, a Kmart, definitely a Walmart, you can get a prepaid debit and load that up, and you go to sign that up PayPal. He's going to put another link up probably after this video in the description, and y'all go and y'all donate, okay? If you ain't got it, ask a friend, $1, $2, or $3 from here in the family ain't hard to come out from it. Come on now, y'all. We spend that more on junk food and bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So y'all get on out there, and if not, we're going to make it happen regardless, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, you want to be a part of this movement, so you can say, what, you know what, son or daughter or granddaughter, grandson, look, I have contributed to this. You know, we did this as a family and as a people. You know, 40K is not hard to come by, family. So y'all come on out. Y'all see the brother, you know, he still be in that chilling with his family. He gives up his time and all that to bring this to you all live. You know what I'm saying? Because we love the people. So I got to do this for the people, all right? But to my question to Prince York, I had to get this one out of the way. I just wanted to ask him, did they ever get a chance to really touch in Alabama, in any parts of Alabama? Do they have any family that joined the wu-nuwaupu in Alabama? That's basically all I want to say, sir.
There was a bookstore out in Alabama, but I'm not sure if that bookstore is still open. But I'll tell you this, my tour is coming to Alabama. I think I'll be in Alabama around October or November. I gotta look at the calendar. But you go follow me on Instagram at the Prince York, or follow me on Twitter at Prince York _, and I'll definitely post the flyers up so y'all can get a chance to see when I'm coming. And then when I'll come, then I'm bringing books with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just coming by myself. I'm bringing information, liberation information, so it can turn into our formation and we can get out of the white man's formation. So that's what I'm doing. So I'll definitely come out there and see y'all in Alabama, and I'll contact the head office of the United Nuwaubian Nation and see what we can do to see if we can get y'all a bookstore out there so y'all can get this liberation information.
All right, thank you, my brother Herb.
Hey, tell them to make sure before 2 weeks or after 2 weeks of the BPA awards, though, because you know that the war coming up.
You already know. Hey, yo, my brother Baba, you got any more questions, brother?
No, I don't. I'm working on this video, trying to work feverishly to get it up this evening before I go to bed.
Yeah, let me say this real quick. All right, I want to say this real quick too. I want y'all to understand something. Let me see. Let me share my screen because Lex Vortex taught me how to do that. Lex Vortex taught me. Shout out to my man Lex Vortex as well. Shout out to Haven Bullets. He taught me how to share my screen. What's going on? All right, take a look at that real quick, family, because that's going down this Sunday, whether you like it or not. It has been a lot of slander campaign going on, and people were saying, how come, listen to this, how come we got to pay for Dr. Sabi? How come it got to be money that for Dr. Sabi? Why we can't get in for free? Number one, for your information, if you want to get in for free, I say this, why don't you pay for the venue? Why don't you pay for the chairs, for the security, for the sound system, and then guess what? We can make it for free. Ain't nobody trying to get rich off of Dr. Sabi. Dr. Sabi has never done an event for free. Dr. Sebi always said black economics. But one time he did an event for free. That was because somebody messed up the event. I think it was his daughter. Don't quote me on that. I think it was his daughter that messed up something. But anyway, it cost me, your brother Sarnetta, $2,500 just to rent the Alhambra Ballroom. Now, you know how you Negroes are. You always go and run behind me and go check it out to see if I'm telling the truth. Well, I'm going to tell you, it cost me $2,500 out of my pocket, not no IOU, to go and rent the place so that we can have a tribute to our elder, to our ancestor, Dr. Sebi. All right? We got damn near everybody coming out. Queen of Four, Red Pill, Blue Pill, KT the Arts Degree, Brother Polite, and so much more, family. Not only do it cost $2,500 to rent this place, but don't forget, we got to rent the sound system. So it also costs money to rent the sound system, family. Y'all forgetting this place don't have its own sound system. Go and do the research. Matter of fact, look it up. Call Alhambra, because you know y'all Negroes like to call up, like to do fact check to see if I'm telling the truth. Call it and see for yourself how much your brother Sarnetta put up. So all I'm saying is that it costs money to bury Dr. Sebi. You think they're going to give you a funeral for free, Negro? Negroes, you don't get funerals for free. What's wrong with you, man? Y'all got to stop that free shit all the goddamn time. So I just wanted to say that if you love Dr. Sebi like you say you do, why you don't want to come in and support? I reached out and I called Dr. Sebi's son. I spoke to him and I asked the brother, would you come out and support and help us contribute to Dr. Sebi? And I said, we are going to raise money and give it to you right on the spot, brother. That brother said, Sarnetta, y'all love my father. I would be a fool to say y'all can't celebrate my father. Who am I to read and support Dr. Sebi? You see? So come on, y'all Negroes talk that shit, but none of y'all ain't doing nothing for Dr. Sebi. So I just had to say that. You know what I'm saying? I just had to say that. So back to you, brother. What do you say, Brother Baba? Will you be in the building for Dr. Sebi?
I won't promise that, but I will be supporting if I'm not there to see. I won't lie and say that I'm going to definitely be there, but I will be giving my support regardless, because it's, you know, that's just the way I've been taught, that it's absolutely imperative that we support one another. And if you can't give $20, I mean, you got it for everything else. You got it for some weed you want to smoke. You got it from some women that you want to carouse with. We have it for everything else. All the billions of dollars that come in and out of your head, but poor black people who have been struggling for you, you want a count of every nickel and dime. And I respectfully say, while we have to consider the fact that we have been robbed by unscrupulous people, on the other side of that coin, that slave mentality of Willie Lynch is very real. And we have to stop acting like with our own people over a goddamn dollar when you don't question nobody else when you go in the white man's store and buy what you want to buy. So why would you put your own people through all of this over a few dollars? It costs money to do everything. This is a capitalist society. I don't care where you go, it's going to cost money.
Bring me some ice water, baby. Thank you, Brother Baba. I feel you. All right. I don't want to hold you, Baba. I know you probably you want to go and get some rest and take care of your business, brother.
All right. Peace. Black power.
Black power. Thank you, Brother Baba. That's my fucking man right there. That's my heart. That's my right hand right there. That's my brother from another mother. All right, my brother Prince York, we're going to wind it down. Is there anything else you would like to say, Brother Prince?
I would like to take one more caller.
Okay. All right. We're going to see who's going to be the lucky caller. Now, look what my wife did to me. I'm going to show y'all. I asked my wife to get me some ice cold water. Look what she brings me. I'm going to get her for that shit. Like we ain't got no glasses in the house or something. Look what she bring me, y'all. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey.
What's happening? You got a question?
Hey, no, what's up, Doc? Big cake from Fort Green, man.
All right, I got you live on the air. I got Prince York on the phone. What's up? Oh, he hung up quick. Yeah, I'm going to show y'all. Look what my wife brought me. I told her to bring me a glass of water. Look what she bring me. God damn. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up? What's up? This Big Adrian from Queens, New York City.
Talk to me, man. I got Prince York in the building.
Okay, I wanted to get to see a little bit how he's thinking and how about you thinking about certain topic that I want to ask you guys about. The question is, how do you guys feel how religion is playing on our head? And not just about if we believe in this person or we don't believe in this person. How does that shit start affecting us when we start thinking about other people leading us? Do we evaluate people that we grew up with the same way that people evaluate a mythical or some made-up character? Like, how do you feel about us evaluating our people that we could see in our face compared to somebody that we never seen before, a Jesus or a Muhammad or somebody? Like, how can we compare a real human being in our face to somebody that's just in a story?
Come on, Prince. You want to answer that?
I mean, it's very difficult to do that because you have to understand that, you're not necessarily comparing your experience. That's like someone saying, that's like a religious person saying, how can I compare God to my mother? Well, you can compare God to your mother because your mother is your creator. And anybody who says, well, God is a man, and they're going to stay on that, okay, cool. God is a man, and you call him what? You call him God the Father. So if religion was created 6,000 years ago, and God is a man, and he's your father, that still makes him your ancestor of 6,000 years ago. So that means God the Father and Mother Nature came together to create you, making them your ancestors, so you still worship your ancestors. So how can you compare the two? You can, but you can't. It's a very tricky question.
Yeah, and like the reason why I asked that question is because I'm seeing like me, I'm somebody that the people that like I try to reach out to and talk to, I'm from a gang, a Spanish gang called La Familia. But I've never been in like any of the Black Power movement or nothing like that. But I know about some of the leaders from what they give off for books or whatever you can find on the internet or whatever like that. But I see like people, like they'll find one wrong thing about one person and then go off on that shit and then like forget about everything else that they could benefit from. They start dwelling in something that person did wrong. And it's like, do you think that like that's religion? Like you keep hearing about somebody being good. You gotta be like this good person. And then somebody doesn't act like that good person. That's why I bring that question of like, people will just find one hole in the shit and then try to go in on that. You get what I'm saying? And it's because that's just going against what the story dude was doing. You know what I'm saying?
And we definitely understand you, man. This is the struggle that our brothers and sisters going through every day when they're making a decision whether they're going to leave their religions and come to the true form of spirituality, or whether they want to become animist. Animism is when that's what wu-nuwaupu, and wu-nuwaupians are animist. So that means we acknowledge that everything in existence has some form of spiritual force in it. So these are the daily struggles, man, that you have to go through. But guess what? This is what my father always told me. If you walked means nothing when you have arrived. So no matter who you are, where you are, how much you smoke, how much you drink, what you do in the street, it means nothing. Because when you get to where you're going, can nobody stop you, my brother. So I definitely thank you for calling, and we're going to get ready to wrap this up.
Thank you, my brother.
Yo, you already know, man. Thanks a lot for picking up and giving me a chance to speak to you and Sarnetta. You're the man, my nigga.
Latino por there, my brother. Thank you. Latino por there. Peace.
Yeah.
Sarnetta.
Yes, sir.
How you feel about this one, man? How you feel about this build right here tonight?
Man, I feel you did your thing. Of course, we still live, and I respect you. I got mad love for you, and I think you did real good with this one, man.
Well, I need you to do me a favor.
Anybody else say anything different is just hating.
I need you to do me a favor. Sarnetta, I said I need a favor, and I need everybody who's listening to do Prince York a favor.
What's that?
If you rock with Prince York, and you rock with Peace to Prince York, you like what I'm saying, and you like how I'm building, do this for me. Go to change.org, go to Free Dr. York, and sign a petition so we can get a pardon and get Dr. York free. We're going to ask President Obama to pardon Dr. York. Now, remember, Dr. York
right there, brother, before he leaves, because listen, that's very important, because you know they did the same thing when that damn demon Bush left. He gave a lot of people what they call it? Help me out. When they released him from prison. Help me out in the chat room, you smart asses. Come on.
Clemency.
Eximity.
No,
man. What do they call that? But anyway, go ahead, Prince.
Can you hear me?
Man, hold on. Prince, you there?
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear now.
The word you were looking for is clemency.
There you go. Go ahead, brother. I knew you were gonna help me out.
So Bush gave some demons clemency too. He gave some killers, and you know what I'm saying. And now you're dealing with one of our brothers who has dedicated 54 years of his life of educating our people. Author of 1,257 books. Built the first legitimate land where our people could live and survive and grow. And let's help free him. He's 71 years old. He's sickly. I love my father dearly, just like you love yours. Black lives matter. Dr. York is black, and his life matters, just like everybody else's. So let's help him, and let's help any brother that's on the street. So go to change.org, definitely sign that petition, and let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Free Dr. York. Say it for me one more time, sign that. Free Dr. York.
Free Dr. York, y'all. Fuck the bullshit. Free Dr. York.
Definitely. I'm coming. I'm leaving. I'm fly out tomorrow. I'm gonna be walking the streets. So Prince York is gonna be walking the streets. I'm gonna be giving y'all flyers personally. And anybody who says, where your security? I don't need security because I love my people. And my people love me.
Prince, will you be videotaping? Bring me back some footage, brother, so I can throw it up.
I'm gonna be filming behind the scenes with Prince York all day Friday. I'm gonna be filming behind the scenes with Prince York in Detroit, active in the streets, talking to people, building with the gods every day. I'm gonna do it all, and I'll shoot it to Sarnetta so you can repost it. Go to my YouTube channel. It's the Prince York channel. It's some powerful stuff on their family, for the whole family, and there's a lot of videos helping prove my father's innocence, as well as links to the pardon is on my channel. So go there, check it out. Sarnetta, I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send you the link to the website so people can sign a petition on the you can put in the description.
All right, my brother. Peace, brother.
All right, peace, man. We out.
All right, family. What I want to do, you know, I don't never leave y'all hanging, right? I always try to give you a good show. So what I'm going to attempt to do, because a lot of people, they missed the brother, and I'm going to see if I can call the brother and see what he's up to. Let's see what's going on. Come on, man. Pick up, man.
You have reached the voice.
All right, let me try his other number. Because we got to see if we can get this brother on the phone. A surprise guest. Let's talk to him, see what he's been up to, see what's going on.